daemon sets. Okay. In the system level, we have seen daemon set, right? So how I'm going to create a daemon set, let's talk about that. So as I already told you, daemon set is a concept. Whenever there is a new node is getting added, that particular container will be deployed on that particular node. Okay. So a typical use case will be a monitoring system, right? I have talked about a EFK. There we have a component called fluentd, which will be collecting the container logs from the directory where lib docker containers directory, and it is going to push it to the centralized Elasticsearch. Okay. So here, let us try to create a daemon set just by keeping fluentd as an option. So let's start writing a daemon set using the fluentd container, fluentd image. So let's do that. So notepad set.yaml. So here, let's see. So API version /v1 and the kind is DaemonSet daemon set and metadata. Let me name it as fluentd fluentd and labels got us app td and specs for the daemon set is selector match labels name is handy and template meta data and labels. And let me give the name fluentd. This is the label that's going to be the selector. And next is specs for the template. So containers and name of the container is fluentd. Then the image I'm going to use for this is Montech. Check here or try to use this. If it is not available, then use it back. This is the image we'll use. The next one is the. So basically, what this image will do is you can attach, for example, from the node, you have to attach the volume from var log and var lib containers. Okay. So if you mount those things to the container, it is automatically going to get the data from the directory, that is var log, var lib containers. It is going to push it to the Elasticsearch. Okay. So let's use that. So image volume mounts fun. So let me create two mount paths. One is var log, one is path /var/log. You say most of the Linux process will be writing the logs inside the var logs directory. So I'm mounting the complete var log to the container. And then another mount path I'm going to write as name var lib docker containers. And mount path is /var/lib/docker containers. And I can give an option whether it should be mounted as a read only. You can do it. Even for the previous one, you can provide that. Let me just give read only as true here. And next thing is, I need to, in the container, I need to provide the volumes. So in the volumes, there is an option called host path. That means from the host, it will attach that to the container. So the option is -name for var log. So use the host path. So from the host machine, it is going to mount it to the var log mount point. So and the path is /var/log. Next is name var lib docker containers. I wanted it to mount out to the host path. Path is var lib docker containers. So Kubernetes container is by default designed to get all the logs in these two directories and push it to the Elasticsearch. I don't have Elasticsearch, so I'm not passing the Elasticsearch details here in this. Our intention here is to just to test the DaemonSet. So let me save this. Let me try to apply this. Qctl apply from here. DaemonSet.yaml. Yeah, so the DaemonSet is created. Now, once it is applied, if I go to my dashboard, I can see there is a Kubernetes started and it is 2 pods. Okay, this is running only on the nodes. Okay, if I go and check my pods, you can see there are 2 Kubernetes pods are running. Okay, let's try to complete this. Then we will talk about if I increase the number of nodes to the cluster, how this is going to react. Let's see that. So let's go to our Amazon. Okay, I told that these machines are connected to a auto scaling group, right? while I explaining the architecture of this Amazon infrastructure, these are connected to a auto scaling group. Okay. On the left hand side of your Amazon screen, you can see option called auto scaling group. Okay. So you may see multiple things here. Like mine, I have two stack. Let me just show it from your perspective. This is one of the region. You go to the auto scaling group. For every trainee, you will see a auto scaling group. Okay. Select your respective auto scaling group. So this is the batch 2 I'm selecting. And in the top, you will have a option called edit. Click on edit. And there you will see a value called desired capacity. Okay. When we bring up the cluster, we told that number of nodes should be 2. So change the desired capacity to 3 and click on update. And after that, come back to your EC2 dashboard and filter only for your trainee ID. Okay. Now, very soon, there will be one more mission coming into picture. You see that, notice that there is one more node come into picture. And in the meantime, you just do the kubectl get nodes. Let me wait for the other node comes up and automatically gets joined to the node. For me, my cluster has some issues. We'll check that later. At least when I deleted one of the pod might have gone. Yeah, when I deleted one node, it is gone. At least this is okay. I had some issues on my cluster. It's okay. So this is what the expected result. So when you increase the cluster size, it will automatically bring up new pods on the upcoming newly coming mission, and the same way it is going to work for the other. So this is the use of a DaemonSet. Okay. Now, if it is scaling up automatically, just reduce it back and see whether the image is terminating and you are back to the 2 nodes.